going on, ladies and gents? Welcome back to the channel. I'm Lonnie from Vatsim Gaming. Happy Thanksgiving, ladies and gents. Everybody out in Canada, happy Thanksgiving. I just, myself just came back from my mother's house not too long ago. We did, a little Thanksgiving lunch. Had some food catered in. We didn't cook anything this year. But yes, it is Thanksgiving weekend here in Canada. So again, happy Thanksgiving to all. A10, welcome, welcome. What's going on? Appreciate you tuning in. Today we're doing a real-world flight with Scandinavian in the CRJ 900. We're flying Copenhagen up to Trondheim and then back. So it's like an hour. I think it's like an hour and 20 minutes each leg. Pretty short. We cruise up to 34,000 feet, I believe, on today's flight, and I've rolled back the time here, so it's not nighttime, but it looks like it's getting a little bit foggy. If I pan around outside, it's definitely, visibility is getting foggy. Should be pretty cool. The weather doesn't look too bad up in Trondheim. It was earlier. It was definitely really gusty. Same here in Copenhagen. It's been gusty all weekend. We're doing some practice flights out here. Trying to familiarize myself with Vatsim out here. And then, yeah, that's pretty much it. Tomorrow, we are doing a live stream tomorrow. I think we are going to be in the CRJ, if I'm not mistaken. I believe we're flying out of Stockholm. The plan is we're going to be doing a giveaway. We're giving away a €25 Sim Market gift voucher, courtesy of myself from Flight Sim Gaming to the community. That's sort of what's up. It's Thanksgiving. Kind of got to give back a little bit. So that's what I'm planning to do. But anyways, ladies and gents, let's jump inside the cockpit. Let's get this thing pretty much all ready to go here. It's a cold and dark state. It looks like it's raining on the ground now, which is fine. Let's go ahead and come up with the GSX. And let's go ahead and load up SimBrief. Beautiful. Scandinavian 2884, service to Trondheim. It's depressing here in Michigan. Why is it depressing? What's going on in Michigan? Let's go ahead and request boarding. And we'll get the aircraft all ready to go. Gurdev Ranu, huh? What's going on, Gurdev? Appreciate you tuning in. I'm not sure what you mean by that statement, but hello, hello. We'll go ahead and we'll connect the ground power. We'll go ahead and open up our doors. Beautiful. We got GSX hopefully doing GSX things. Come up top here. Electrical power, battery switched on. Let's get that AC switched on. Nav light coming on. We won't worry about any of that stuff. Hydraulic free aid can come on. Air conditioning can come on. Probe heat's going over to low. No smoking. Seatbelt lights are going on. And we'll arm the emergency exit lights. Let's get the lights up here. Storming in Michigan currently. Yeah, we got a lot of cloud coverage at the moment. Kind of hanging over our heads out here in Southern Ontario. Let's go ahead and connect the nav, the IRS, and get some lights up here, shall we? I don't know what's happening with GSX.
Boarding requested.
There we go. Looks like we're all good to go here. Yeah. I believe, yeah, GSX doing GSX thing. Let's come down into the Collins MCDU. Let's get it going on. Gurdev, appreciate you subbing to the channel. Thank you very much. We're not going to attach pushback now, and we'll board up both pilots. Come over to the pause in tab here. Airport. We are on the ground in Copenhagen. Go ahead. Plug that in there. FMS pause. Let's go ahead and grab that. We'll set it. Can you please respond? What do you mean, can I please respond? What does that mean? I did respond.
Crew boarding starting.
Thank you for subbing. If you didn't, I don't know if there's a chat delay or whatever the case is. Maybe a stream delay. Shouldn't be a stream delay. Come over to the flight plan tab here. Origin. We're going to go Copenhagen up to Trondheim. Oh. Let's go ahead and plug in our H, and we're going up to Trondheim. Keep fucking it up here. Over to our destination, and our call sign today is Scandinavian 2884. We'll put that in our flight number here, and we'll execute. No Vatsim on the ground at the moment, ladies and gents. We don't have any controllers. I believe we have some controllers up in Western, not in Denmark, but I believe in, let me just double check here.
Passengers boarding started.
Polaris South Control is online. That's what we have going on at the moment. So in South Norway. What do I got? Okay, departure tab here. Simbrief gave us a departure. We're on the Veta 2 Charlie departure out of 22 right. So Veta 2 Charlie. It's Vedar 2 Charlie. Runway 22 right. Execute in Trondheim. I believe we are expecting the ILS 09 approach. They gave us 27, but I believe aircraft are landing on 09, so we're going to continue with 09, and we want to be on the Vivo 1 Lima for the ILS 09 approach, and we'll vector ourselves. Beautiful. Come over to the flight plan tab here. Perf in it. Cruising up to 34,000 feet. Go ahead and we'll stick that in there. And if we come over here to this beautiful default, the Aerosoft default EFB, whatever you want to call it, it's actually not bad. I'm just talking some mad shit. Aerosoft is in a little bit of heat right now with their A330, so gotta talk some smack a little bit. We got our estimated zero fuel weight, 31,531 kilograms, and our fuel is going to be about 5,200 kilograms of fuel. We'll enter that. It moves over this CG, whatever you want to call that. We'll go ahead and we'll set everything. You can see the aircraft loaded up there. We'll set all of our V speeds. And there's our weight, and there's our fuel, and there's our cargo. Execute. Lovely. Come over to the VNAV tab. I believe in Copenhagen it's 5,000 feet is trans, yes. 5,000 feet. And then I believe in Norway it's 7,000. Execute. Beautiful. I think that's pretty much it. Let's go ahead and we'll plug in some information here. So we are going to be squawking 2000. We are on Vatsim. Go ahead and bug all of that stuff in. Actually, I'll stay. Oh, you were taking off 810? I apologize. I didn't see your message there. Flight directors can come on. Let's go ahead and plug in our altimeter 1008. 1008 is bugged in there. We're going to keep our speed there. I don't know, I guess certain airlines change that speed there. We'll keep it at 166. I like it nice and slow. 217. We'll sync our heading. Runway heading. 217. And I believe we're climbing up to 7,000 feet. 7,000 feet. We got our speed, heading, and altitude set. Everything else looks okay. We'll let the passengers finish boarding up here. Oh, fuck. Let's get our sounds down. We'll open up Navigraph, have a look at what we are doing. So we're on the Vedar 2 Charlie departure, runway heading, and it's going to be a right turn over to Charlie Hotel 815, and then up to Vedar. Typically on departure here, tower will tell us to go direct to Vedar, or departure will tell us direct Vedar. We don't normally fly this whole departure. We'll kind of see what I'm going to be doing. Airbus or Boeing, it's the CRJ A10. We're in the CRJ 900 today. The winds are 260 at 8 knots. Broken clouds at 3,500. There's light rain in the vicinity. Temperature 10 degrees. Altimeter 1008. And we'll just let GSX do GSX things here. Beautiful fly Tampa, Copenhagen, by the way. Reasonably priced. It's an older airport. It's been out for a little bit now. Flight time today is 1 hour and 22 minutes. Trondheim, I believe, is also an Aerosoft airport. It's actually pretty nice. Can't even complain. A lot of great scenery you can get out here in this part of Europe. Scandinavian operates CRJ flights out of here up to Trondheim. And it looks like all our passengers are all boarded up here. Let's go ahead and get some stuff on. Fuel pumps can come on. And I guess we can go ahead and get our APU on. Wait for that door to open up. And then go ahead and get her on. The only good live stream I have, the only good live stream I have seen. I appreciate you. Thank you very much for tuning in. The YouTube Shorts is something new that I've been doing. Pretty good success with it. Can't even lie. Can't even lie. I don't hear no APU. I wonder if the APU is... Looks like it's already on. Beautiful. Packs can go on. Let's go ahead and get our beacon light on, and we'll get the rest of our hydraulics on. I don't think anything else needs to come on. What's going on, Pilot Nick? Appreciate you tuning in. Let's get our reversers armed. What's going on, my man? And we'll come down to the aircraft. Let's go ahead and close up all of our doors. We'll disconnect ground power. Wheel chocks. Remove. And I guess we'll come up top here. And prepare for push. Just like that, we're up in the air, you know? Well, not quite. We're pushing back, I mean.
Hello, Captain. We are ready for pushback.
Set our trims. Can't forget the trims. I keep forgetting. I got a pretty nice checklist here. Tend to not follow it from time to time. Looks like we are good to go.
Posture check completed. Bypass pin inserted.
You streamed yesterday, but it was not great. All of Hanover went offline. You're on Vatsim now, Atlanta over to Newark. It's pretty cool.
Locking gear.
We don't have any ATC online. We got some in southern Norway. Probably about 30 minutes up into our flight. We should catch some ATC. I'm not sure if they're going to be on because, you know, it being 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, where I am, it's about midnight up there in Europe, so really can't anticipate a lot of ATC being on. We'll use the autosave, quick edit, pushback.
Parking brakes.
Parking brakes coming off. You're going to play infinite flight.
All engines clear. Start at wheel.
Right engine. 20% N2 will introduce fuel. You know, I kind of wish Aerosoft did not abandon this this aircraft. I kind of wish that they continued development. It's in need of a massive update. A massive update.
Ladies and gentlemen, please pay attention
Set
to the
parking
display
brakes.
safety features and procedures of the aircraft in case of an emergency.
Left engine.
During an emergency, please remain in your seats with your seatbelts fastened and your seats in the upright position. In case of a drop in cabin pressure, breathing masks will drop from the ceiling and should
Appreciate
be
everybody
placed
tuning in
over.
tonight.
If
It
there
is
is
Sunday.
smoke in the cabin during the evacuation
If you're not exhausted of watching the iFly content or any of the alpha testing or the beta testing from 2024 Microsoft,
Unlocking gear.
you can join up my stream. We're flying some different aircraft here. 20% N2. Let's go ahead and introduce some fuel.
We would also like to remind you that you should turn off all electronic devices. We thank you for paying attention during this brief
Spool that bad boy.
presentation.
By the way, MSFS 2024 looks really good. I was watching Captain Canada a little bit today.
Disconnected.
And,
Bypass pin removed.
Night lighting looks fantastic. Absolutely
clear.
fantastic.
Right
I'm
is
definitely, we're definitely getting that one on release. We're definitely getting that one. Two good engines. We'll come back up top here. What do we have left to do? We'll get our probe heats on. And let me see my checklist here. So after start, Gen 1, Gen 2 auto, X-Flow auto override. I guess we can put that in manual. I'm not going to. I don't know what that does. Bleed flow is auto or normal. Air conditioning, APU start, stop. We'll get all that stuff off. Taxi lights can come on. Probes are on. We'll go ahead and set our flaps and our trim. Come down quick. Trim 7.0, 7.2, 7.2. Reversers are armed. Looks like we are good to go here. What's going on, Owls? IRG flying? Absolutely, my man. Absolutely. Why does your Copenhagen Airport look like the real? Mine is not. This is the Fly Tampa Copenhagen. It's, you know, if you know Fly Tampa, if you're in the flight sim community, you know Fly Tampa does some phenomenal scenery. True to life, in my opinion. True to life. Alright, let's get going. I don't think we got any traffic here. I'm not going to make out any calls. Yeah, we got 2 departures. We're not going to worry. Nobody on the ground. Let's get going. Runway 24. We'll taxi. Let's see here. I think we're going to go Mike Zulu Alpha cross runway 30. Parker brake coming off. I'm doing good, my man. How are you? Ladies and gents, if you're in the YouTube Shorts chat, be sure to check out Owls FS on YouTube. This guy's a sick streamer. What's the wind saying right now? The wind's at 260 at 8. Fuck. Owls knows this aircraft is not that great. You know, in crosswind takeoffs and landings. Should be fun though. Should be fun. I'm great. Flying around the new Max. It updated and it's amazing. What's the change log? Or what do you know that's different with it? To be honest, I didn't really see too many bugs. I think a couple streamers were having issues with like their speed tape was very stuttery. If I'm not mistaken. They added flushing in the Max, like the sounds. You're saying Boris updated this? Oh, fuck. Boeing or Airbus. Pilot Nick, this is the CRJ 900, the Aerosoft CRJ, the better Aerosoft aircraft. That's jokes, man. That's jokes. Boris did say that iFly wanted to do something like that, so... That's crazy. So there's an aircraft that just pushed back. And let's get those strobies on. We're crossing an active runway, not an active runway, but we're crossing a runway. Copenhagen traffic, Scandinavian 2884 crossing runway 30 on Alpha. No, I mean in like general. Oh, you're asking what's my favorite? Pilot Nick, That's a good question, man. I think probably Airbus. Probably Airbus. I love seeing the toothpaste livery Air Canada A320. Love seeing it. Double check our altimeter here, 1008. That's all plugged in. The screens are very small. I can't really see. You like the Airbus 2 pilot? Pilot Nick? Yeah, I love seeing the Airbuses. Let's get onto this runway. Let's take off here. Hopefully we don't die in the air. Hold on, busy flying on Vatsim right now. I'll be lurking. Yeah, no problem, my man. No problem. You're in the simulator? I didn't even know you were flying. Are you streaming? I didn't see no live stream today. Okay, Owls, you don't want to see me taking off in the RJ anyways, man. It's fucking spicy. Hella spicy. So we'll get on... Well, actually, we'll hold short of 22 right. I don't think we have any traffic coming in. We got no arrivals coming in. Only departures, so... Get on at Alpha 1 here. Copenhagen traffic, Scandinavian 2884 lining up 22 right. Logo lights, wing lights coming on, nose lights coming on. To be honest with you, I was watching, I guess, a real world RJ pilot talk about what lights to turn on. Apparently landing lights you only turn on in like poor conditions or like at nighttime. During the day, it's just the nose light. And we're just stopping on the runway. And the winds right now are 250 at 9. And we're just stopped here. I don't know what's going on. There we go. Make sure our radios are on. Everything is all lit up. Beautiful, ladies and gents. The winds are 250 at 9. Runway 22 right, clear for takeoff. Let's go ahead. Toga. Looks very dark, even though it's like 3 p.m. right now in the sim. Rudder knots checked. Very sensitive rudder inputs. And V1. And rotate. Positive rate of climb. Gear going up. Let's get those rudders back in. We're going to go speed mode. And we're going to keep pulling up those flight directors. Sorry, pulling up on the yoke all the way up to those flight directors. Beautiful. And we'll go nav mode. Start pitching down, getting the speed up here. Go flaps clean. Start that beautiful right turn. Climbing up to 34,000 feet today, ladies and gents. Cruising out. There's no restrictions on this departure. And there's transition. Let's trim it out. Looking good, ladies and gents. Looking good.
Copenhagen traffic venue 424 established noise to the west. 5 miles, Copenhagen traffic.
And let's go ahead, autopilot mode. You're going to see the aircraft is going to do some weird shit. Bring you guys back up top here. Manu Short is blowing up. Jesus, hello, hello. Or Jesus Perez, hello, hello. Appreciate you tuning in. Let's get those reversers disarmed. Come upstairs here. We don't need to touch anything up there. Beautiful departure coming out of Copenhagen. And throttles over to climb. D10 should have did that. Fucking didn't do it. Appreciate you, Pilot Nick. Appreciate you. Phoenix, what's going on? Appreciate you tuning in. There's 10,000 feet. Let's get that speed up to 90. Wind it up. Beauty. Come back up top here. Clear some lights. Hello, hello, hello. It's been a long time. Sorry. No, I'm just departed out of Copenhagen. Trying to find my wing views here. There we go. Lovely. And it looks like all of our controllers have come offline. Let's pull up our checklists here. After takeoff, gear up, flaps up, reversers disarm, thrust over to climb, taxi lights off. Oh, I see. So I guess after takeoff, the X-flow goes back to auto. Just got to remember, ladies and gents, on the arrival, we have to make sure we set those thrust reversers. We have to make sure, because last time we didn't. You know, last time we did not. Let me just hop back inside and make sure the aircraft's doing what aircraft needs to be doing. Let's go ahead. We'll sync our heading mode. Now, oh, there was something else that I learned here too. So when the pilot's flying, you want to make sure that this arrow's pointing, I guess, in that direction. What checklist do you use, Pilot Nick? I use, give me one sec here. For the CRJ, it's simmerdream.com. So if you go to Google, you can actually just type in the CRJ checklist, and it should pop up. It should pop up. Foreshadowing? No. Simmer Dream. I don't know how true to life it is, but out of all the checklists that I have seen, and even though there's a checklist inside here on the EFB, it's the one that makes more sense to me. I'm stupid, so like, you know, when I'm reading this shit, I'll be honest with you, even though it says crew oxygen and masks checked, or like, let's say it says APU panel on and off, it doesn't tell me, you know, like it says APU panel on and off, but the checklist will tell me, okay, you gotta power fuel on, and then start stop on, right? Like that's how I learn things. It's gotta be step by step, word for word. Did you apply for MSFS 24 Alpha? I did not. No, I did not. No. Apparently there's 1 day left. I think tomorrow's the last day. Looks really good. Looks really good. I don't like how they didn't have, you know, any handcrafted airports in the sim. I don't know what that's all about, but you know. is what it is. But it looks good otherwise. I mean, you know, judging by how it looks and how it flies to some of the streamers, I kind of wish we had some of that shit here in 2020. I'm not going to hang up 2020 on the shelf, you know. I think XP tried to... Didn't he try to use the iFly in 2024 or something, and it wasn't really working? So I know he got the fly-by-wire E320 in there, but it's visually appealing. Everyone just got the alpha game like earlier today. Yeah, I think Owls has been streaming on it. Mickey Mike, Captain Canada, I think was his first stream today. I know XP was the first one. But yeah, no, I wasn't part of the test team. I never signed up for it. And to be honest with you, I don't think it's fair. You know, if they have certain slots available or a certain amount of slots available to sign up, I didn't want to. You know, I don't want to be one of those streamers where I took up a slot and I'm not really showcasing 2024. I guess I'm an active streamer, but I stream maybe 2 to 3 times a week. You know what I mean? I probably would not have gotten in proper stream. So, and you put the link in chat. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. What are we, another month away from 2024? Something like that? You know, we got some good stuff coming to the sim. We have, you know, the iFly coming. I'm excited for that. Can't wait. Can't wait. Wait, so iFly doesn't work in MSFS 2024? I don't think so. If I'm not mistaken, they will provide a update with people that have purchased the aircraft, or they will provide a free update I believe they're doing a free update for 2024 compatibility. I could be wrong. But that's what I heard. I didn't actually watch his stream. I read something, somebody in one of Captain Canada's chats had mentioned that. I'm just going to come back inside here. I'm just going to make sure we are doing what we need to be doing. Let me just double check my waypoints, because it's always good to check your waypoints after departure. So from Vedar to Vivod, and then Rotka, we're gonna go Victor Alpha 7-1. Sorry. Huh? Got the wrong arrival up here. We are on the Vivod 1 Lima. Just to verify, the winds are 260 at 17. We should probably land on the ILS 27 approach. Let's plan for that. So we'll come back to the arrival tab here, departure index, arrival tab, and we are going to plan the ILS 27 approach, the Vivo 1 Mike with radar vectors. Execute. That should change up some of our stuff. Make sure we are still in nav mode. We're still climbing. Vedar, we're going... Kill you, and we'll kill you, and we'll bring you up. Alright, so Vivod, Rotka, Victor Alpha 714, Adexa, Victor Alpha 713. Yeah, we're going to be doing a nice little arc. Looks good. Found a different checklist on Reddit for the A320. To be honest, I don't use a checklist for the A320. It's all like muscle memory from watching, you know, Captain Canada or V10, or sorry, V1 simulation. I feel like I got too worried about not being able to run MSFS 24, but anyone with a 3070 Ti or more and a good enough CPU can honestly run it. Yeah, and also some of the streamers were showcasing that the new sim utilizes all your PC core, all your CPU cores. Unlike, I think 2020 utilizes one. You have it just in case, yeah. Checklists are always good to have, man, especially when you don't know what you're doing. Cool beans. And if you haven't done so, ladies and gents, don't forget to smash down that thumbs up button. Subscribe to the channel if you have not. I think we picked up 2 subs already. Appreciate everybody who subbed to the channel. Beauty. Gonna go get a snack, we'll be back. Hey, no prob, Talal, no prob. We'll be here. We're not even at cruising altitude yet. I'm probably gonna go upstairs too and grab a drink. We are doing a return flight as well. We are gonna be headed back to Copenhagen. Do a little deboarding process down in Trondheim. And then shoot on back out. Very windy out here at the moment. This aircraft, if you haven't flown this aircraft, to me it feels like flying a Cessna 152. Some of you guys probably would disagree, but to me, ground control is not that great. You have to put some curves in your sensitivity to smoothen things out. But you know, any crosswind landings or takeoffs is spicy, to say the least. Pluto simulations. I did a couple flights around this area today in the sim. It was Cologne, Stockholm, Helsinki, Tromsø. Very nice, man. Very nice. It's a pretty cool region to come out to. I was in the PMDG 737-800. Great aircraft to pick, by the way. Love the routes, too. What were you flying? What airline? Couple hundred feet to go, and then we're going to pull back our throttles. We're going to probably go about 80%, I think, on these puppies right here. Pluto, I don't typically fly out in these parts of the world, especially not on Vatsim. I think it was yesterday I did a little practice flight in the morning time. Got some ATC out here. It was pretty cool. I was Norwegian Airlines livery for that route. Very cool, man. Beautiful livery, too. I love that livery. Mach decimal 79 on the speed. Is this the CRJ? This is the CRJ 900, yep. This aircraft needs a lot of work too. Tons of work. Do you actually, can you see, if you guys have flown in this aircraft, can you actually see live traffic on here? I don't see live traffic. I don't have any traffic around me. But when I hit, I think this is the button here for traffic. Doesn't like do anything. I don't see anything coming up. Sync our heading. Top of descent, 37 miles, sorry, 50 minutes, 386 miles. Does it have auto throttle? It does not have auto throttle. Nope. No auto throttle. It's got a speed mode, so on rotation, at about 400 feet, you're going to go ahead and press this button. It's going to go into like an FMS climb speed mode. And on your, you know, ascending, it will hold the speed for you. And then once it hits top climb, you have to, it kicks it out, and you got to manually control the throttles. You got to watch your N1 percentages. Again, all of these numbers in the real world will be given to you. You know what I mean? You'll know exactly what percentages you need to be at. But, you know, I have my speed here that I'm trying to maintain, so it's just moving the throttles back and forth. I feel like I can't fly any other planes than Boeing and Airbus. You got to try, man. Gotta try. I mean, this is not a great aircraft to fly, but you know, try to get out of your comfort zone. Personally, for me, I get a lot of questions all the time, a lot of the same questions about flying some of the freighters that we have, or any of the Indy builds aircraft. To me, the Indy builds aircraft doesn't do justice. I don't like them. Same with the freighters. I'm not crazy with them. You know, I'll fly probably when the 777 freighter comes out. I'll fly that, but I don't care to fly the 747. I don't care to fly the MD-11. As a content creator, the MD-11 I should probably have in my fleet. I don't fly the A310. So, you know, we'll fly some of the other stuff. Takes learning, but you get the hang of it, absolutely. Phoenix knows. Phoenix is also a YouTube streamer. He recently did some Jazz Ops. Air Canada Jazz Ops in the CRJ 900. But it's all muscle memory, man. I mean, it wasn't too long ago when I purchased this simulator and didn't know how to fucking fly in it. Spent many hours on YouTube trying to figure stuff out. I'm a crazy Boeing fan, but I'll occasionally fly the A320, but I'm nowhere close to experienced on the Airbus. No, I get that. Two different aircrafts. In my opinion, the A320 is easier to fly. It's got that fly-by-wire stuff, you know what I mean? So, you pull back on the side stick, and you don't have to keep holding it back. You just let go of it, and it pitches itself. Once you know how to fly like the 737, it's easy to learn the CRJ, absolutely. It's like a mix of Airbus and Boeing. It's a mix of Airbus and Boeing. It's tough to fly because it's so hands-on. You need to have a co-pilot in this aircraft. You know what I mean? There's lots of stuff going on. You know, I always recommend following a checklist and familiarize yourself with the aircraft, but the CRJ can be a little bit difficult to fly on Vatsim. Hello, how you doing, Zane? Appreciate you tuning in. I'm doing well. How are you? Happy Thanksgiving from Canada. Yeah, once you get the Boeing down, you're low-key chilling on the CRJs. I wouldn't say low-key chilling. This aircraft's very hands-on. There's no auto throttle. That's kind of what makes it tough. CRJ is not fly-by-wire. Absolutely not. Nope. You got to manually trim out your aircraft. But I can honestly say, in the air, it flies phenomenally. Once you have it all trimmed out, you know, it's just so simple to fly. I'm doing good, thank you. No problem, Zane. Zane's tuning in on the, I believe, on the YouTube live shorts. This is an American 747 behind. There is an American 747 behind you. American 747. don't see American 747s anymore, do you? I saw a Concorde at JFK today. Not in real life. You know, that's another aircraft I haven't flown. I also have no interest in flying. Is it only me, or is Phoenix A320 very weird compared to fly-by-wire? Yeah, man. I definitely know what you're saying in terms of how it flies. Again, the CEOs fly differently than the NEOs, but in my opinion, and from watching some of the real world pilots, the Phoenix feels much more closer to the real world thing than the fly-by-wire. But that transition, even with me too, when I go in from the Phoenix over to the fly-by-wire, it's like two different aircraft. Everything from, you know, how it the ground handling is with the rudders, same with the pulling back the side stick and all that. It's different. We don't want that view. Is it a big change? Is what a big change, Pilot Nick? You talked about the transitioning from the Phoenix to the fly-by-wire. In my opinion, no. Not a super big change, but it's definitely different. Honestly, the aircraft everyone's excited for that I don't care about is the fly-by-wire A380. Yeah, they lost me probably a couple of years ago, man, when they came out with their statement about developing an A380 for the sim. And it's been 4 years. It's kind of like the Aerosoft A330. I'm kind of glad I didn't buy it, but I gave up on hopes with Aerosoft's A330. And the A380, you know, I think it's free, if I'm not mistaken. I'll probably fly it one time. Same with the A220 coming out. I don't know if I'm going to care to fly that one. It's going to be another, I think it's it went from being a freeware to, I believe now it's a payware. No, I don't think, you're probably going to see a lot of A380 flights out in, probably out in like Dubai, maybe Singapore. But, you know, not a lot of operators with the A380. We'll probably just do it on stream just for the experience, you know? Fly-by-wire to Phoenix, yeah, it's definitely different. I have high hopes for the Anybuilds aircraft in 2024, but the Asobo 737 is ass compared to the iFly. Anything default is not going to be good. Right? So I know Anybuilds, they're creating default aircraft for the sim. I'm sure a lot of streamers can probably say the Anybuilds A320 Neo isn't all that great. Again, you have Phoenix. I get the Phoenix aircraft is a CEO, not a Neo. But I don't like the Anybuilds A320. I wouldn't want to do long haul more than 6 hours, and that's what the A380 is basically for. Yeah, the A380, 12 plus hour flights. The United 747 behind the American 747. I don't know, man. Some people just want to fly the 747. But yeah, 2024 is about a month away. Looks good. Gotta say, looks really good. Hopefully, it pans out to be what it is. I hope they do fix some of the ground physics. That's big for me. Ground physics. The lighting looks great. You know, at 1,000 feet. A10, welcome back. Ladies and gents, I'm just going to step away for 2 minutes. Going to go grab a quick beverage. Enjoy the visuals. Apparently, with the PMDG 747, they are going to do the 100, 200, and the 400. And then finally the 800. So they're going to be bringing out some old school aircraft. Is that the plan? I haven't really been following PMDG's forums. But I would be interested in the 400. Definitely interested in the 800. Yeah, the ground physics is so bad in 20, but 24 has a chance to redeem themselves. Yeah. Let's hope, right? Let's hope. Let's hope. Most importantly, let's hope that all of the add-ons we've been buying for the last 4 years is compatible. At free would be nice, but you know. But yes, if you're just tuning in, I said at the beginning of the stream, you know, it being, you know, Thanksgiving Monday here in Canada, we're gonna be doing a giveaway, giving away the Sim Market gift voucher, €25. Be sure to check into tomorrow's live stream. I think I have a route planned. You know, if you know me, anything can change at any given time. I'll tell you this, we're definitely going live. I believe we're going to be flying probably Scandinavian again. I think we're going to be flying out of Stockholm over to Lithuania and then back. Somebody's call sign is GOAT1. People are just trolling on the network, eh? That is hilarious. What's the weather saying in Trondheim? The winds are 260 at 17. Yeah. See some weather out there. Doesn't look all that great. Is there a way to track you like Volanta, but not Volanta because you hate it? I don't hate Volanta. I never used it. That was one of the add-ons I never used. But if you want to track my flight, I'm on Vatsim. So there's a couple of different websites I guess you can go to. Oh, by the way, let's go ahead and let's turn some sounds down. Let's get the music rolling. Gotta get the music rolling. Vatsim radar link, yes. Vatsim radar. Let me see here. What's a good one? I think it is Vatsim radar. Yeah. Let's look for my call sign. I'm flying. I'm just south of Oslo. It's my call sign there. Scandinavian 2884. How do I find your flight in Vatsim radar? How do I search? That's a great question. What you can go into is, I think there is a search. Give me one sec here. Actually, I don't know if there is a search. There is no search. You're gonna find me just south of Oslo. Yeah, I don't think there's a search here. And you're gonna look for Scandinavian 2884. So go over to Europe, and you'll see all the flights in Europe. And here, I'm gonna do this. I'm right here. That's me.
Too dry to be hating on that dripping nigga who they wanna be. I'm ran up my niggas, I be Diddy popping now. Here for the week, I got the city popping now. We done heard it all, tell them they ain't saying nothing. You can't put the money down, we ain't even coming. Phone line jumping, going gold from the couch. Got a toe touching, put a fold in your spouse. I ain't
Thought I heard the kids crying for a second.
nappy-headed nigga with the gold in the mouth. Headed to the crib, made a stop for the goose. Beat it from the bike, tryna knock something loose. Hit it from the side, rap game, right hook. Niggas talk bigger than they real life look. Player of the year, ho, I'm really in the field. With the gang talking about
Top of descent, what are we looking at? 30 minutes. Lots of time, ladies and gents, lots of time. We are doing a return flight as well. Sorry, return leg. We headed back down to Copenhagen. Did you find me? Beautiful. Beauty. Maybe in 24 I'll do a couple different things. Maybe I'll do the Volanta. Problem is you gotta always have all these things open, you know what I mean? And the more windows and programs you have open, it can be a little bit taxing on your computer. I think I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Got like 12 windows open right now. So just trying to make the flight as, you know, make the stream look as smooth as possible. I don't like these engine views, to be honest with you. Pretty ugly if you ask me. So, Oslo, just off to our left wing. And we're coming up on the airport. I think it's right there. So it looks weird because I don't have... I use add-on linker. I don't have anything else installed other than the stuff that I'm using in the live stream. And I'll be honest, add-on linker is a pretty cool tool. Personally, for me, I typically don't have any sim issues. So I truly don't notice a difference with how fast my sim loads up or, you know, any issues with the sim itself. I agree, engine views aren't my thing. I don't like how you're looking the wrong way. Yeah, I guess, yeah. Just in the CRJ, it looks weird. You know, the engines are up on the tail. Do you prefer the custom views on the outside of the aircraft, or do you prefer like how some of the other streamers do and they got the custom views inside, like a window view? What do you prefer? Somebody flying right above me right there. Who we got? Who was that? That is an A320neo flying from Bergen over to Stockholm. I like the sounds of the inside during cruise, so I'd go window, but usually I zoom in so I don't see it. Yeah, I think, I don't know what views I like. as a content creator and when you're trying to stream scenery and stuff like that, this is probably the better view. Just because you can see mainly everything. Now this is the 900. I don't have the external view that I have with the aircraft, with the full body of the aircraft. I haven't done one yet. I should probably do one. The winds are forever changing in Trondheim. It's now 2:30 at 20, but we'll still plan for the ILS-27 approach. Another 25 minutes, so we got lots of time there. Picked up 5 subs on the day. Appreciate everybody who subbed to the channel. Thank you very much. Coming up on 1,500 subs, ladies and gents. I could somehow listen to the sounds but not be inside. I'd do that, but sadly I can't. Yep, 60 more subs, absolutely. See, I'm at cruise and I got music playing in the background, so I lower the sim sounds to hear the music.
No new friends with the same old clique. Couple old homies went and stabbed me in the back, but it's no love lost. I'll probably bless him with some stacks. That direct deposit lovely. Went from shaking Kool-Aid packets to popping bubbly. Went from asking women for hugs and now they hugging me. Ain't life lovely? Do it so good, make a hater wanna fuck with me. Never switch on the homies in the day one. They didn't wanna open doors, so we made some. Take a bow on these haters like I'm Trey Young. That direct deposit hitting like a bass drum. Incoming.
I gotta say though, out of all of the regions that I have flown into in this sim, in terms of like looking at the ground terrain at 30,000 feet, Europe by far is the nicest looking. Europe, pretty much all of Europe, and probably flying over the Rockies in Western United States. But Europe as a whole, I feel like they've done great. I don't know, what do you call it? Mesh? Ortho. I remember once I did a flight and recorded the whole thing, then I sat inside the cabin in VR so I could pretend I was a friggin' passenger. Gotta do what you gotta do, man. Gotta do what you gotta do. Keep yourself entertained. You know, with the way that prices are and things like that, you know, you take a trip in the sim. A little fly flying around my head.
The only hole I'm trying to see right now is a whole lot of money. Y'all have to keep the rest of that.
It just got real. Say how you feel. Got niggas mad. Nigga, that's too bad. Off of my dick, I got them stressed out. Look at me, I'm blessed now. Tell them I'm the best out. Giving nothing less. Bitch, you guess to see my third eye. You see my halo. Untamed no cage, ho. Dripping through the payroll. I'm about my banknotes. Nigga, look, they taking those. What the fuck we waiting on? It's what I prayed for, right? Black, tell them back. Bitches high, get my lick back. On a get back. They won't hear me get the last laugh. I'm the last. Then it all in the grass patch.
Your eyes, sir, for the next 2 friggin' days. Yeah, VR is not a thing for me. I'll be completely honest. It's probably really good. I guess doing it by yourself, but who the hell was somebody was streaming in VR? I think it was XP. It's driving me nuts just watching it, to be honest with you. Driving me absolutely nuts. Big ups to him though for trying it out in a live stream, but holy fuck. Wild.
Rapping like the writtens do, I'm getting to the cash, boy. The average, I keep adding to my name across the tabloid. I don't stress fame, but if I want, I could turn me into a household name. Way out of line, still in my lane, heavy foot in the game.
Lot of weather out here.
In the flesh, bitch, I get better with age. Dropping my aim, they press and play to hit my life. I'm never selling my soul. Get to the dollar off a dream, trying to grip what I'm owed. I never fold, I keep it calm. They wanna rise out of me. I keep it glacial.
You know what I'm excited for though? World Flight coming. I think World Flight is like November 3rd or something. I get stoked for shit like that. Get to watch people flying for 7 days. Back to back to back to back. It's really realistic though, especially in general aviation, even though I don't fly gen aviation that much. Apparently, yeah, it's just in the stream, it just doesn't look great. But definitely, anything VR is pretty cool.
I like getting lost in the carousel of my own mind. Yeah, I really like that. I feel like that.
Let's make sure the aircraft is staying on course here. 20 minutes stop of descent. We are going to be descending on the VVOD 1 Mike RNAV arrival. We're planning the ILS 27 approach just because of the winds information. So we're not going to be coming off of the ocean. Is it the ocean or the lake or whatever? It's mental.
Another day, another dollar, just you and yourself, no other. Just another day, another dollar, you and yourself like there's no other. Another day, another dollar, just you and yourself, no other. What they know about style and stamina? Get on the mic, I'll bad them up, bad them up. You're like fast food, I'm like caviar. Different stages, a different caliber. Big up the fans from Turkey.
By the way, 2024 performance looks fantastic. Holy smokes. Everybody that was streaming, it looked ultra smooth. Except XP. I don't know. Every time an XP streams, I don't know if it's a stream thing or if it's PC. I don't know. I don't know what it is, but it doesn't look too great. It doesn't look too smooth. But everybody else doing it, Mickey Mike. Or not Mickey. Wait, no, I didn't watch Mickey Mike. I watched Owls. I watched Captain Canada. Looks real smooth. Excited for that. No more frame gen mod. I believe it's a native DX12 too, if I'm not mistaken, right?
Fly them off like aviation. I don't want no toxic radiation. My life, my circle, that's reservation. Different path, a different pavement. That path I took was the path that made me. Bars will get you, baby. You don't love yourself, and you love me, baby. Chuck it in the bin, bye bye. Chuck it in the bin, bye bye. Ooh. Chuck it in the bin, bye bye. 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 Ooh. Chuck it in the bin, bye bye. Like chuck it in the bin, bye bye. Another day, another dollar. You and yourself like there's no other. Another day, another dollar. Just you and yourself, no other. Just another day, another dollar.
Beauty. The only thing I saw wrong with it is the terrain is kind of choppy. Like random bumps in the grass, a lot of airports. Yeah, but we also don't know what version of the beta that was too, right? So that could have been an old version. And I'm sure prior to release, a lot of things are probably going to be fixed. I didn't see any random bumps though. Not sure whose stream you were watching, but didn't see any of that.
Anywhere I'm at, turn the city up. I could flip a dollar to $1 million. I don't like to brag, but I'm really on 3, 2.
Ladies and gents, if you're just tuning in on YouTube Live Shorts, we are operating service from Copenhagen over to Trondheim, Scandinavian. Flying in the CRJ 900. This flight is a real-world route operated in this aircraft. I wasn't on the stream. I got accepted. Oh, I see. So you started noticing. You started noticing some of the bumps. I wasn't too pleased that there were no handcrafted airports. I thought that was a little ridiculous, considering like the prices that they're charging. They should showcase, you know, at least give us a taste of what we're gonna see in terms of airport. You know what I mean?
Get ready for blast off. Ball pointing cushy so you know it's berserk. Trevor on the mix so you know we gon' work. I might leave it where find the beach.
What's going on, Owls? We're like 100 and something miles. What do we got? 119 miles from top of descent. We'll smash this RJ down in Trondheim. The winds just keep updating too, so it's gonna be gusty for sure.
Next to rock like Mick Foley. It's Nick Joby, kill him softly, play that shit slowly. On the keys like Tony, throwing subs, they get toasted about my bread.
Got to see you back in the RJ, Owls.
Ice cold, look how I ride the Zamboni. I feel like old Tony, good anywhere you throw me. She eat a Chobani, cause her body getting bony. Late night, heavy scrolling, vape light, heavy smoking. We gotta
I'll do my best. I'll do my best.
It's like we drowning in them. It seems the levee's broken, but it's not too late to change them. And refrain from being slaves to the vices that encage them. I'm writing on this page like I'm throwing hands with
Slam is a little aggressive, true. But I gotta say, this aircraft, for the most part, it's a butter machine too. I notice if you cut the throttles a little too, like let's say, if you don't cut them at 30 feet, you cut them at like 20 feet, the aircraft floats. Dallas, or Delta Airlines out of LaGuardia. Hell yeah, man. Also in airports, there's a target frame rate feature that unloads objects far away to keep the frame rate you set, but it kind of didn't work, and I spawned into Newark Liberty and Denver and terminal not load. Yeah, I think Captain Canada was saying they're all like placeholder airports or something.
Yo, y'all love to say it's worse in your mind. Still I'm searching to find something that's bigger than a verse or a rhyme.
Yeah, I think we're gonna probably do one more flight in the RJ and then probably, you know, hang her back up for a little bit. It's one of those aircrafts you gotta warm up to, you know what I mean? You want to fly to places that aren't super windy too, because this aircraft is like a paper airplane, man. Nope, I did not get the alpha. Did not sign up for it, Owls. Thought of it, but you know, I didn't want to, and then not stream anything. You know what I mean? I kind of stream when I can, so I've more been watching a lot of the streamers showcasing it. It looks really good. Gotta say, looks really good. Do you have Simbit World? I do, Dayton. Yes. I do have it. I don't really use it. You know, it's very difficult to get any money in that. You know what I mean? By the time you buy a couple licenses, and it just takes forever to get any money. So to try to get other licenses and try out new things, it's tough. But I did try it. I think I was flying some E175s with Jazz. That's where I kind of left off with. Owls, do you know if they're going to be releasing another, I guess, beta test? Or is this the one and done? Because I'm curious if they do a second one. I'm curious to know if they actually put some handcrafted airports in. because I want to see these airports, man. I don't know. I'm just like itching to see what they're bringing. What about early access? Nope, no early access on this end. I heard rumors about a Wave 2. Yeah, I hope they do a Wave 2, and hopefully there's some airliners and some airports.
I struggle to open doors to places that come to life if I step inside. I learned to cut the keys down. Got it locked. This demon stirring a pot with pretty faces and plots that try to knock me off my
Would be pretty cool.
No new friends.
Pump it out maybe a week before release. Right, I think 2 weeks before release it's the World Flight, so that would be pretty dumb if they were to release something around World Flight.
So when you see me shining now, know it's anything but luck. I'm looking in the mirror at the only one I fuck with. I've been held me down, so when you see me now, I'm up. I'm fresh up out that mud. I'm a diamond in the rough.
Get some floodlights on here. Flood it with some lighting. What do we got here? 82 miles, 80 miles. We'll start planning for the approach. The airports on the current Alpha look trash. I know, man. Fucking disappointed, man. Super disappointed with the airports on the Alpha. Reminded me of, like, I don't know, the default shit. So we're going to be... Looks like we're expecting the ILS-27 approach coming into Trondheim. We're going to be on the VVOD 1 mic RNAV arrival for runway 27. I guess we'll descend down to... We got some mountains in the way. We can go down to 6,000 feet when it comes up here. The winds are 230 at 20. We can set our minimum height. So we'll go 279. We'll go 280 on that puppy. Beautiful. Airport elevation, I think, is like 64 feet. So we got our landing elevation for pressurization panel set. And we'll just quickly brief Transalp 7,000 feet. That should be preset in here. 7,000 feet is set in, beauty. And you can see all these waypoints here. It's going to get messy. This aircraft decently flies approaches. Decently flies. And I guess I'll tune our ILS 1099. No ATC, ladies and gents. Nobody online. We're going to wing this one. They are worse than stock MSFS 2020. In some random place nobody has heard of it. Captain Canada kept calling them, they look like hotels. They look like condos. Yeah, I'm just, you know, I'm still deciding what, I guess, what version I'm going to purchase. Probably going to purchase the Aviators Edition. But there aren't many airports in between, I guess, from... You get like an additional 10 airports, if I'm not mistaken. But I just want to make sure, because, you know, default airports and things like that typically don't hold a good reputation. Do you have any virtual airline applications? Nope. Never tried any virtual airlines. Thought of it. But again, it's all about time, you know what I mean? I don't fly in the sim as often as I did. Typically, you know, if you see me streaming, it's pretty much when I'm in the cockpit, doing my thing. Ah, the explicit lyrics coming from Epidemic Sounds right now. Crazy. This is what the approach looks like, ladies and gents. If you can see it, great. Let me see if we can pull it up on the YouTube shorts. There we go. So we are on the VVOD 1 mic RNAV arrival for runway 27. Nice little arc here. It is radar vectors from Zilda to final. So we'll puts us on a heading of 337, so I could probably clear that discon and then get ourselves fully configured. Pretty straightforward. The winds are 240 at 20. This keeps updating every 10 minutes. So Right now it's showing at 670 feet. The winds are 260 at 24. It's gonna be a nice landing and departure for sure. The winds are 240 at 20. Broken clouds at 1200 feet. It's raining. Altimeter 1008 and transition I believe is 7,000 feet. We're all briefed up there. 40 miles from top of descent. And let me come down into the box here. Are we going to be coming in from Lambo? We're missing some waypoints in here.
Baptized by the west side, it's the age of the trapper. You're old enough to enter, age ain't a factor. So the youngest be strapped, pointing pistols in classes I smell.
Local will be tuned. I didn't know it auto tunes to be honest with you. But we are missing some fangs. I don't even know where Lambo is on the charts. So, yeah, we'll just vector ourselves. We'll freestyle it, ladies and gents. We'll freestyle it. 4 minutes till top of descent. Feel like getting the collector's edition to get the models and that bag. Oh, you got some money. Sam, what's going on? Appreciate you tuning in. Welcome, welcome. I think there's only one model. Where am I headed? We are headed to Trondheim, Norway. Doing some Scandinavian ops. Top of descent coming up. We'll get her down 6,000 feet. Can't see shit. Gotta zoom in on this. There's 6,000. There is 6,000. Beauty. Beauty. Now, top of descent in about 3 miles, so... Sorry, 3 minutes. We'll see how much of an aggressive descent we get going on. Yeah, the only... Yes, you get the Antonov 224. Correct.
Talking my pockets, just know we ain't running out the way that we stock it. If I got it, you got it. If I call it, she slide and tell her to mop it. Yeah, I got that shit doing. Then she took that thing off and bring it around. Going at it till I'm on. Put that 90 in a hole, I'm beating it down. I'm back in that bag again. Whoa, whoa. Oh, say less. I'm back in that bag again. Yeah, yeah. Oh, say less. I'm back in that. Yeah. What you doing? Yeah, yeah. I'm back in that. Hey.
Okay.
Hey, hey, back in that bag again. To bring me around your friends. You know that I'm
so it looks like the aircraft is not really flying. Looks like we're gonna have to focus here on this approach. Really gonna have to focus here, because I can already see some bugs with the aircraft and where we're flying. We're like way off course. Way off course. So let's go into heading mode. And we'll start our descent. Didn't do a practice flight, as you can see. Aircraft is gone for a shit. I'm so glad I'm not flying. There's no controllers on at the moment. Because what in the fuck is going on? Problems with this aircraft, even though it is the better one of the few ones that have come out. So we'll descend. You know what? We could probably go at about 2,500 feet per minute. Because the aircraft did not fly the approach properly. And also, top of descent's not calculating properly either. Yeah, super messy. All good. All is good. We're just going to be doing some circles as if we're in a hold pattern. Go ahead, we'll start that right turn. How long is this flight? This flight is about an hour and 20 minutes. We are currently on the descent into Trondheim. Unfortunately, we are having some issues with the autopilot in this aircraft. Yeah. Good old autopilot. So, top of descent's all jacked up. Everything's all jacked up. Super messy approach. Autopilot is so sucky sometimes in this aircraft. For the most part, it's pretty good. I just wasn't paying attention. But anyways, let's go to our checklist here. We're on the descent checklist. What do we got here? Anti-ice as required. Seatbelt signs are on. Barrow is going to be set once we hit transition. We've already set the ILS. Seatbelt lights, landing lights on below 10,000. Let's go ahead and get our... we'll arm the reversers. We'll just let the aircraft continue to do its thing. Probably would get yelled at right now on Vatsim if the controllers see me circling around, you know. And let's continue that turn. We're going down to 6,000 feet. Is what it is, you know? What's your favorite sport? Probably hockey. Some would say F1. You know, I love F1. Passing through 20,000 feet. Sloppy. That's what I call sloppy. So Victor Alpha 710. We want to be about 6,000 feet. So Victor Alpha 710. And you guys seen that. Top of descent wasn't for another fucking 20 miles. We want to be at about 6,000 feet. So we're bleeding off some speed here. We're bleeding off definitely some altitude. We're looking good. But another 11,000 feet to kill off here. Another 4 minutes or so. Apologize for clearing my throat every 2 seconds. I'm going to start shallowing out the descent very soon. How much FPM you think you're getting? Feet per minute? Well, 3,000. I'm going to start winding the speed back to about 220. What graphics card do you have? I got a Gigabyte RTX 3080. Decent graphics card, can't really complain. Still looking good, ladies and gents. Not worried. Make sure we got no mountains around us. Oh, there's one right there. Coming up on 10,000 feet, so let's go ahead. We'll shallow out the descent here. Let's go ahead and get our nose lights on. We'll leave everything else. As we're passing through 10,000 feet here. We'll get those speed brakes out. And we're going to go direct. Can we go direct? No, we can't go direct. Victor Alpha 7, but we can't go direct Zilda. I don't know where it's going to put us on here. Are you getting MSFS 24? Yep. Absolutely. Now, if I go nav mode, what's it going to do? Is it going to take us to Zilda? Let's find out. Retract those spoilers there. Lots going on in the MiG-2 right now, so we'll go direct Nevos. Nevels, what do we got to be at? Let's see. 4,000 feet at Nevels. How many times I've been asked that question? Yeah, I mean, there's people in the chat too. I got 2 live streams going, so a lot of people not in the same chat. You know what I mean? So, all good. 7,000 feet. Let's go ahead. What's our altimeter? 1008. 1008. We're gonna go down to 4,000. And I think we saved it, chat. I think we saved it. No Loke tuned yet. What plane? This is the CRJ 900. CRJ 900. 266 on the course. Is that what it is? Yep. We can actually tune it now. And I'm going to go approach mode. This approach is going to be 4,000. Climbing the hole to 4,700 feet. Looking good, looking good. The weather looks like shit outside. Right now the winds are 240 at Tony, broken clouds at 1200. It's raining. Altimeter 1008. 1008. Leveling off 4,000 feet. You can see we're just under the glide slope. A little bit low. And we got no traffic in Trondheim at the moment. We're not going to call anything out. Nevos is about 10 miles out, so hopefully we don't hit any mountains. I don't think we're going to. My prediction, a minus 193. Appreciate that. We're looking awfully close to those mountains.
Terrain. Too low. Terrain.
Nah, we're good. Can't see shit.
Too low. Terrain.
Great visibility, I know, right?
Terrain.
Rain will ruin the minus 80. I don't think we're even going to touch any of that. I think this is a butter machine. I'm going at least a 110. At least. Not gonna lie, we almost clipped that mountain. Holy fuck.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are about to land. Please remain seated until we have stopped.
Yeah, we were 500 feet above that mountain. Now, what do we have on the approach? We got any speed restrictions? Negative on the speed restrictions. So we'll maintain the 210. I'm actually going to go ahead and come over to the performance tab. We're going to set all of our landing speeds. I'm changing mine to minus 146. We'll have to find out. I might have to go lower here. Waiting for that Yoke to capture. Well, flaps one. Hello, hello. Looks like we're on the glide slope, but the Yoke is not captured. Alright, let's go ahead. Flaps 8. Gear coming down, so you can see some of the challenges with this aircraft. As you can see, we're not fully centered up here. Wing lights, everything coming on. We'll get these lights on. Beautiful. .180 on the speed. Let's go ahead. Lap 20. God, this is fucking nasty.
Terrain.
We don't need to worry about terrain. Let's continue on with the flaps. Flaps 30. Can't see shit. We'll go flaps full. Gear down 3 green. Flaps are indicated. We got a reverser's arm. Let's go ahead and murder ourselves, ladies and gents. Can't see shit. There's the runway. Make sure we got all of our lights on. Holy shit. Rain, buddy, it's rain. It's kind of weird because I've been doing some practice landings out here earlier this morning and the weather was actually really decent. Yep, runway in sight. 1,000 feet.
1,000.
My aircraft. Make sure everything's all good. Reversers are armed. Flaps 45 indicated. Gear is down. A little off center here. The winds are shifting. Again, this aircraft flies like a paper airplane. Holy shit, ladies and gents. Fly in Hurricane Milton? Nah, I'm not really into that kind of stuff, man. To be honest with you. But holy shit, the winds, bro.
400.
Get her back in.
300. Sink rate.
Don't worry about that.
Minimums 200.
Continue.
Sink rate.
Oh, we're off center.
100.
We're off center.
Sink rate.
We're good.
50. 40. 30. 20.
Oh my god. We're going around.
Ladies and gentlemen, the captain has aborted the landing.
flaps.
Please keep your seatbelt fastened as we will be landing shortly.
Too low. Flaps.
Flaps 8.
Low. Flat.
You're up. Speed mode. Disgusting. And engage autopilot. We're going up to 4,700 feet. Bring it back. Up top. What the fuck was that? Alright, so heading mode. What do we got to do on our missed approach? We're just flying, heading 266. Beautiful. And let's go ahead. We'll get our speed up. Terrible. Terrible. Wait, you can always go around song? I don't even know what that is. And flaps clean. We'll take her up to 4,700 feet. We'll bring it back around. And we're going in the climb detent. Landing lights coming off. We'll keep the rest of our lights on. Terrible. Let's go ahead. We'll start a right turn. We'll go... $100 on the heading. $100 on the heading. That was not a stable approach, ladies and gents. You can't land and shit like that. You know what I mean? .070 on the heading. That's what we're doing. We'll get reconfigured. There's a link to always go around song. I'll have to look into that. Alright. We're chilling, so we're climbing up to 4,700 feet. And yeah, I guess we'll kind of bring her back down. Let me see if I can plug in my stuff here. Coming from inside this time. Gosh, that approach looks fucking terrible. Holy smokes. Come over to the legs tab here. Let's clean up some stuff. So, we'll actually go... Take this... No, we can't take that discontinuity. So we'll take inside and we'll plug it up here. We'll execute that. At inside, it doesn't tell us what we need to be at in terms of altitude. I think 4,700 is going to be okay, so we'll stay at 4,700. How long have you been flying on MSFS? Since it came out in 2020, August 2020. It's very good about a guy going around in his Cessna. That's jokes. Let's go ahead and nav source. We'll go back to the FNS. Let's go nav mode. We'll let the aircraft do its thing here. Turn down some display lighting. Redo. Hella messy. Almost reminded me of my landing in Montego Bay. Super off center. Check my altimeter. Are we still 1008? We are still 1008. Here we are getting back to that thick ass cloud. Holy. Curious to see how this aircraft is going to fly that. Probably not good. Probably not good. What we can probably do is, I guess we can go on a heading. We'll pull ourselves out. Double check any traffic. Nope, we're the only asshole flying out here right now. Monitor our fuel. Yeah, we're good on fuel. Guessy shit. Don't know if there's any mountains out. I think we got some mountains though. I think we're at 4,700 feet. It's probably safe. The winds are 280 at 18 now in Trondheim. Well, actually, there's a hold up here that we can go into at 4,700 feet. So we're still looking pretty good. We're still looking fantastic. Start spinning her around. 146 on the feet per minute. Fuck, I know, eh? I think it's gonna be a little bit spicier than that. I'm calling it. That was a terrible first approach there. First attempt, sorry. Terrible first attempt. Go back into nav mode. Definitely wasn't anticipating some of this weather. There's the aircraft hunting around on its navigation profile. We'll resync our heading. Still beautiful though. Gotta say, still beautiful. So we're going to keep 4,700 feet bugged in at INSOD. It says max 220 on the speed. At Tikmu, we got to maintain 4,700, but we'll descend down to 4,000 at Tikmu. So let's keep our speed in here. I'm going to go ahead and bug down 4,000 feet. It's constant playing with the throttles, you know what I mean? Every time the aircraft takes a turn, it loses speed. About 4,700 at Tikmu. We'll start descending momentarily. We're going to go down to 4,000. Nevos, we're going to be at 4,000. We'll cap Loke at 1,770. So let me do this quickly. We'll go fix. Let's see if it pulled the ring. Pulled the ring, beautiful. Looks like the waypoints are sort of broken there. Holy fuck. Alright. Vertical speed. We'll start going down. About 800 feet per minute. And we'll go flaps 1. And we'll switch the nav source, and we're going to hit the approach button. And look at how broken... Oh, shit. There we go. Look how broken this looks here. We'll get that speed down 190, or we'll go 180 on the speed. Sorry, wrong one. Landing speed's all set. Beautiful. Waiting for glide slope. And there's glide slope. Laps 8. Keep the speed coming down. Get the rest of our lights on here. And once again, let's bug up 4,700. Speed at about 190 currently. But we're looking good. You're coming down. This cloud layer is thick right now over top the runway here. Go flaps 20. Try to maintain about 170. Should get a nice breakout here.
Terrain.
Flaps 30. And we'll go flap 45. We're back. We are back, ladies and gents. Get down 3 green, flaps 45 indicated. Let's make sure that we get our speed looking good. Got this. Yeah, I can always go around. We got another 2,000 kilos of fuel, so. Not planning for it, though. Not planning for it. Let's get her down, ladies and gents. Autopilot disconnect. I have controls.
1,000.
1,000 checked. Right now the winds are shooting right across the runway here, but I have a feeling it's going to shift us. We're 1 white, 3 red right now. There's 2 whites, 2 reds. There's the wind doing its thing. Three whites, 1 red.
300. 200.
Sink rate. Sink rate.
100. 50. 40. 30. 20. 10.
First coming out. Holy shit. $70 knots, reverser stowed, ladies and gents. Holy shit. Welcome down to Trondheim. Crazy. Let's vacate off over here. Let me open up my charts. And we'll take Alpha 4. Claps, thank you, Talal, I appreciate you. Finally. So, we're gonna go to like gate 43. Let's see if we can get gate 43 here. I'll take that landing all day. That was not the cleanest coming into Trondheim. Fucking hell. Let's go ahead and get our landing lights off, strobe lights. We'll keep our logo lights on. Transponder over to standby. Now make GSX dance. Laps coming up. Let's see. Get our reversers off. Come upstairs here. What do we got? What do we got to do? Probe heats can come off. We're going to keep my nose light on only because I find that it looks better than the taxi lights. What did I say I got there? 167? I have to go back and I have to see. What did I say in the stream? Did I say 167 in the stream? Did I guess my own landing rate? Beauty. Now, I want to go back to Copenhagen, but I don't think Gonna have time. It's already 8:15. Probably gonna park and call it here, but we'll do a return leg a different day. Tomorrow we're doing 2 legs. No ifs, ands, or buts. We're doing 2 legs. But tomorrow we're also doing a giveaway. We are doing a giveaway tomorrow. €25 Sim Market gift voucher. Ladies and gents, if you want to get yourself a gift voucher, courtesy of Flight Sim Gaming, check in at tomorrow's live stream, and we'll get you one. It's a giveaway, so I've never done a giveaway on a live stream yet, I don't think. We got to look for Juliet. We're going to be making a right on a Juliet. I think this is Juliet here. Yep. Yeah, we'll go ahead and start that APU. We're looking for stand. What did I say we were going to? Stand 43? Gate 43, just up here. This is where the real-world aircraft last deboarded from, so try to keep things real-world. Why does it say test? What the fuck did I set this to? There we go. Gate 41. By the way, this is Aerosoft's Trondheim. It's not a bad scenery. Not a bad scenery. Stand 43. Go ahead and get our lights off here. Wing lights can come off. Strobe lights can come off. Brakes are very twitchy. And we're just rolling down the taxiway here. I don't know why the brakes feel so twitchy. We'll call it there. Parker brakes coming on. Beautiful. APU is alive. Let's go ahead. Kill our engines. And we'll come upstairs here. Fuel pumps can come off. Let's go ahead and get our hydraulics all off here. Beacon light coming off. Ladies and gents, come over to the aircraft here. Let's open up all of this stuff and request.
Ladies and gentlemen, the door is open. Please make your way to the exit and please make sure you have all your personal items and carry-on luggage.
There we have it, ladies and gents. I think we're going to call that, we'll call that it right there. No return. I apologize. Overthink some of these things sometimes. You know what I mean? We're already streaming 2.5 hours. The kids are, sounds like they're getting a bit restless upstairs, so... overall, good flight. Terrible first approach. Holy fuck! I'm gonna look at that back and just laugh at myself. You said I'm going 110 at least. Overshot myself there, did I? 110 at least, which means if I said 110 at least, I don't know. Should I have done better? But still a pretty decent landing for what it was. Tomorrow live stream, we are doing 2 legs, 1,000%. We're gonna be giving away €25 Sim Market gift voucher. Please tune in for that. It is Thanksgiving here in Canada, so I thought we would give something away. But anyways, ladies and gents, I'm calling it here. I'm going to go upstairs. Talal, appreciate you tuning in all the way to the end. My man, Sam Hatcher, thank you very much. Good seeing everybody. Who else we got here? Jesus Perez. We got Dayton Trucks and Trains. A10 Aviation. Pilot Nick. Zane. Appreciate all you guys tuning in on the YouTube shorts, as well as Talal. Who else we got going in here? We had Owls, my man Owls. Pluto Simulations, thank you. Phoenix, thank you for tuning in, everybody. It was a great live stream, but I'll catch y'all in the next video, ladies and gents. Enjoy the rest of your week. Peace.